Whew. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Well, welcome and well met, my dear wayfarers. This is your Clockwork Wizard, Sigurd Chronosecht. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. And we're picking up where we left off yesterday on our previous stream. So, everyone who's tuning in right now, whether you're watching the VOD or you're watching the stream live, hello and welcome. And I see, oh, hello there, Thea. First, taking the first shot on the chat right now. Welcome. I take it it's already morning for you, or it's already evening. I'm not sure what time it is right now. Because on my side of the world, on my side of the demiplane, it is already evening. Oh, and I can see Cotton Pillows and Candy. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We just got started, and now picking up where we left off, I believe we had some time doing some investigations and such. We were also working on a few things, such as helping out in a quest. But currently, we have to go to Airport, and we're going to see what else is going on as of the moment. So we're going to check on that right now. Because last time we were in Gridania, and we were doing some investigations regarding the rumors taking place within the East Shroud regarding the Sylphs. Now, we're currently here in Airport as we're checking on something else entirely. Let's see what's going on, shall we? And yes, as you would notice, I'm already riding a Chocobo, and I had to turn off the mount music for the meantime, just to make sure everything is, well, nice and good. As you can see, I'm currently having our current and our very faithful companion here. I have Elk, the Chocobo, complete with the Maelstrom Barding on. I still have to upgrade that at some point. And we already set him as the attacker Chocobo instead of the defender or the healer Chocobo, since I'll be using the healer at most in this setup. So right now, instead of using the summoner, which is the offensive version, we're using Scholar. And to point out how that works, here, let me get off real quick. Summoner Companion. Say hello to our little friend, Yos. She's gonna be taking point on healing today. And with that said, let's check on Outfit and find out what's going on. That's an interesting comment there, Thea. Cotton Pillows and Candy. Sounds yummy. That name sounds yummy, and I agree. Sounds like a little fluffy and sounds fluffy and soft, and kind of reminds you of either cotton candy or I think it's that. There's that one particular dessert snack. Pillows, I think it was called. It's kind of like wafers with filling inside. Oh, that's why. Inspired by Adventure Time. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, now let's check on Outfit and see what's going on. Oh, Mighty Diviner, I am here. Hey, Lacking Superstitions, welcome to the stream. We just got started, by the way, so you didn't miss anything yet. But what you did, but if you remember what happened last time, we were checking on a few things, and we were asked to check on a certain friend, Buscarron's friend in this case. This is why we ended up in Limsaring. Tetarun? Aye, I saw him. That is to say, I seen him. He took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. Was looking for a place to run by his fellow Kickern. I reckon he meant the one right on the shore of Bronze Lake, Mimrun's trading post. I don't know if you're going to pronounce that as Memerun or Mimrun, but take your pick. Follow the road and you're sure to find it. Alright, we'll take that. We'll keep that in mind. Elk, take us away. Let's go. Off to the Chocobo. And as you notice, there's no music at the moment for the mount, since that's kind of better this way. Unless you'd prefer to have me use the bike instead, since we have the bike as one of our mount options right here. This is a carryover from my previous character, along with the Chocobo carriage. Oh, and while we're here, hold on. Let me check my hunting log. Ah, we have some monsters here that we can take out. Give me a second here. Oh no. One down. Oh, and I see. Ooh! Hey, Kek. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, more FF14. Very nice. Also, hello. Yes, indeed. It is a nice day. And as you can see right now, I'm setting my character up for both the Summoner and the Scholar roles. Right now, I'm currently on the Scholar role, which is a healer setup. And you noticed, Elk is now a Chocobo. Trying to get things out of the way, and currently doing some hunt logs, and at the same time making my way towards our quest. Now, where is that thing? Alright, that's a defensive shield. It also serves as our healing spell. Yes, Lord Pola, very pleased, sir. Oh yeah. Don't worry, I actually intend to... I think that's the reason why I'm using Summoner. I heard that at later levels, I think I already checked this in a previous character, at later levels you'll actually see something that resembles Lord Pola. I think somewhere on the late level 80, I think? It's around level 80, I think? Or... because level 70 is where Bahamut is, which is a dragon. So level 80 might be the other one I was hoping for. So we're gonna see him. The Omnissiah's graced our presence. Yep. Yep, the Omnissiah has graced us with his presence. That is the case, that is the case. Let me check our hunting log. Oh, we got something else here too. First, Chucky barrier on. I expected that. Ooh, that kick. Hello, we're lurking while snacking and prepping for work. Hey Elk, welcome to the stream. And yeah, lurk away. By the way, your likeness has now turned into an attacked Chocobo. Also, I can see Kek here is also saying hello to the chat. Yeah, hello and welcome. I do hope you're enjoying the stream today. Especially also those who are watching the VOD, in case you missed this one live and you're catching up. Hello and welcome. The Mighty Three are complete. I am not sure what title I'll be carrying this time, if ever. So we'll have to find out soon. Oh, nope. That's a feint. Did I go for it? Nah, not yet. That's not our destination yet. Where are we at? Okay, so let me see if this one works better for you folks. I'm going to set up a certain thing on the HUD. Give me a bit. Where's the party list? UI. There we go. Let's disable that. Would this be better? Although his name is cut off. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. This be better or this way? Which ones would you prefer, guys? Would you prefer the last name or the first name being visible? Or would you prefer initials instead? Let's go with this one. This might be better. Because the reason why I'm putting this out is that you can see what this spell is actually for. If you see that yellow bar above the HP bar, that's your shield right there. Or in some cases, if you're playing some games like D&D, that would be your temporary HP. That's what that thing is for. Now, you also saw that, I think, in action with the Summoner / Arcanist, wherein we use Radiant Aegis, and that's also the purpose. Providing a sort of a shield to absorb damage first before you take actual damage. Now, let's talk to Teterun, find out what's up. Ah, customer, be welcome. Not customer? Not come with custom? Bring something for Teterun? Yeah. I got you this. Teterun, forget this. Forget at Druthers. Teterun swore would never forget eating, but never forgot. Teterun think. Teterun think. Good Buscarron doing good? Good Buscarron good to Teterun. Teterun miss good Buscarron. This guy. Oh, and if you notice, the Kickern kind of look like rats. Now I think about it. Like a mix of rats and possibly kangaroos and stuff. I don't know. I don't know which one's which. Anyway, pushing on with the story, I think he has something for us. Good Buscarron helped Teterun. Teterun dead without good Buscarron. Must give thanks. Must give thankies. Many thankies. Teterun made Kickern firewater for Buscarron. Buscarron loves firewater. You help Teterun make firewater? Need thingies to make. Need many thingies. Need curl pup whiskers. Need 3 good curl pup whiskers. Okay, so we're hunting cats now. For those who are not familiar, curls are basically FF's version of like they're kind of like jaguars slash. You'll know them. They're big cats with rather big whiskers. Although the thing is, their whiskers are actually electrically charged, so they can actually electrocute you and paralyze you badly. Oh, we got some kobolds here. Let me just get rid of you real quick. First, defensive barrier. Oh, no, you don't. Oh no, that one's obscured. I can't target it. Okay. Line of sight. There we go. Okay. See one more. Be careful. Gotta be careful. Defensive barrier on. Let's go. There's our target. Curl pup. Okay, that got interrupted. That's not good. Ooh! Nope. Can't paralyze me if I can cure it. Okay, we still got more. Alright, let's see what you can do. Target number 2 down. Number 3. Oh boy. Okay, that should be all 3 of them. Nice. Alright, let's mount him real quick and get out of here. Okay, no sign of the others. Let's change it up a bit. Slightly faster. Yeah, slightly faster. But I think the Chocobo might be better. Let's stick with the Chocobo here. Let's see. We still have the Pikmin to worry about. Teterun make firewater for Buscarron. You bring thingies Teterun need? And yes, we do. So how's everyone's day going so far? Is it stormy right now, or is it... Well, is there like any hint of sun or whatnot? Because right now it felt a little lazy and rather still. And since it's nighttime, it's pretty quiet. You brought all thingies. Teterun make firewater now. Make good firewater for good Buscarron. Teterun start make firewater now. Good firewater take time. More good. You come back later. Alright, so looks like we got a weapon coffer here. I haven't used the weapon coffers yet. I think we'll be saving this for possibly another job. Then again, what level is our weapon? That's level 30. Never mind. So we got better ones. Teterun appears to have finished his gift for Buscarron. Let's see what he has. Teterun make firewater. Good firewater. You take the Buscarron. Good firewater for good Buscarron. Tell Buscarron no drink now. They'll put away 1 year. 1 year makes best flavor. Teterun hopes Buscarron happy. Teterun gives Buscarron thankies. Many thankies. You tell Buscarron. Teterun make big shop Sunday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Many sparklies. All thanks to good Buscarron. Aww. This is one sweet kickern. Good. Well, here's Memerun, or unless you're gonna call him Meme-run. Memerun open shop. Open more shops. Many Memerun shops. Make many shinies. Oh, he's not open yet. Okay. But this guy is. Let's see what they got. Scavenged gear. Okay, these are high level stuff. Oh, high level gear. Well, sorta high level gear. 4 more levels before I could use this. Good to know. What else they have? Yep, some really high level stuff. That's good. Yeah, the salvage ones are pretty much high level stuff. That's good. But I don't think we'll have to get it yet. I think we're still good. We'll have to warp. Yeah, let's go warp. Fortunately, we haven't attuned to... Okay, I think Camp Tranquil will be our best bet here. Although from here, we might also need to access Quarry Mill at some point, since we're going to find use of that later. Hold on, this is... Yep, that's a leave meat. We'll check that later. Also, for everyone who's wondering what this mount is, this is from Advent Children. Cloud is known for using this particular item here. Oh no, we're chased. We're being chased. Yipes. Alright, now let's go to... Before we go to the Druthers, let's try to visit the other town, shall we? The question is there a path going there? The answer is always yes. You just have to be very cautious about it. Okay, there is a fate here. Use that to level up. Here we are. Just top you up. Okay, now Quarry Meal is active. Let's finish up a certain quest here before continuing. There we go. Well met, adventurer. I take it you have come here to learn more about the recent happenings at Islamhar. The site is of interest owing to the Gilmoran ruins. Gilmora being an underground city which predates Gridania, in case you were unaware. I was about to ask the mount. Yeah, I know I've seen it somewhere. Yep, that's Cloud's bike from Advent Children. It's the Strife Delivery Services Fenrir. That's why it's called SDS Fenrir in this game. It's based on that specific motorcycle. Although you don't normally get that from the game, like you don't get it from a quest or whatnot. I think it was originally from a crossover event, then eventually became a cosmetic item that you have to buy from the Mog Station. And I got this as a gift from a friend. A really, really close friend. Gave this as a gift to me, as well as another mount that I have, which is the Chocobo carriage. So, I've been using the Chocobo carriage to ferry off my party mates whenever we go around. And then the bike has been like my favorite one since I use that to like go over places in style. Well, that and the Chocobo have been my favorites so far in terms of mounts. But there are other mounts also that came out. Most recently, there was a mount that came from an event, a crossover event with Final Fantasy XVI. And I have that on my other character, not this one. Because this one came in a little too late. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to see Torgal with our character here, Sigurd. But in my other characters, which I play offline, like off stream rather, I have a Torgal mount. I think I've seen one of my main characters already using that. I think it was Mithra who has the Torgal mount. So yeah, that's the story there. Any road. A few days past, we received reports from several anthropogeographers. That's a big word. That a magical gateway of some sort has appeared in the ruins, and all manner of creatures were coming and going through it. My men and I were among the first to examine it, and, well, it's hard to explain. We crossed the threshold into a set of corridors we've never seen before, and then suddenly each and every one of us was filled with an inexplicable sense of dread. It was all I could do to take even a single step. According to Euna Kotor, who accompanied us, the ruins are warded with powerful magics that sap the spirits and ether of all who enter, rendering them easy prey for the creatures within. Thankfully, he managed to devise a solution: aether pole arms and armor, which safeguard and channel the wielder's energies, that they might withstand the ruins' magics. Unfortunately, it does little to prevent us from losing our way, though it beggars belief. Every time we have dared to venture into the ruins, we have found a path to be changed. We suspect this too may be the work of an unfathomably powerful mage. Needless to say, something strange is afoot. And traditional tactics are not like to suffice. Even experienced adventurers will need to proceed with caution. In any event, if you believe you have what it takes to brave the ruins and discover what secrets lie in its depths, in its deepest depths, you need but say the word. Okay, what we just unlocked in here is... let me compare this. Okay, take this one. So what we compare this to? What we just unlocked actually is called Palace of the Dead. It is a it is what we call the deep this particular feature called the Deep Dungeon. And deep dungeons are the types of content that you access with either by yourself or with 3 other players. You can party up, or you can you can bring friends along with you to party up, or you can queue up and party up with other random players to venture from floor to floor. This is basically a dungeon dive, or dungeon delve. And I believe I heard there's like 200 floors on this particular content or map. And the floors keep changing appearances. Like it keeps changing its map layout. The further you go, and every 10 floors, once you reach the 10th floor of that batch, there's a boss. And you have to beat the boss to finish it and to clear that area. So it's also a good place to level up, I heard. But I think I'll save that for the alts, or for the for leveling alt jobs and stuff, just to see how it goes. And I think we have 3 deep dungeons so far in FF14. This is one of them, Palace of the Dead. There's a second one called Heaven on High, but we have to reach Stormblood first. And then on Endwalker, there's another one called Eureka Orthos. Yeah, deep dungeons. That's right, Elk. Deep dungeons. And apparently, the Palace of the Dead is actually a reference to another game. Not an FF game, believe it or not. It's a reference to another game. Tactics Ogre. I was surprised when I found out that it's actually a reference to Tactics Ogre. I'm like, wait a second. So in this case, this is a good time sink type of content that you can play, especially on free trial. This is a fun one to do. And I think, thankfully, with Stormblood now open, you can access 2 out of 3 the deep dungeons. So yeah. They re-released Tactics Ogre. Yeah, I should play that as well. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play it blind, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do there. So that's an idea we can check out. So when it comes to Tactics Ogre though, I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but I heard that it's the same guy behind Final Fantasy Tactics. If not, this is first thing that he made, I think. I don't know. I might be wrong. But this is his previous title before going into Final Fantasy Tactics. I think it was Matsuno, if I got his name right. Okay, now that we got Quarry Mill and the Palace of the Dead opened up, We will not go there yet, but we can get some stuff here, including that glam. If you can see this one player over here. Oh, necroman. Oh! Oh! Oh my lord. Oh my lord, that is a rare title. Oh boy. So, you can get one of those unique titles in Palace of the Dead. There's like 2 unique titles that you get there. I think one of them is called Lonely Explorer. And the other one is called the Necromancer. If you got the Necromancer title, it means you've beaten all 200 floors of Palace of the Dead by yourself. There's no one joining you. That's you, by yourself. And if you want to get the other title, you have to be alone. But only for 100 floors. Dead. Yeah, Matsuno apparently made Ogre Battle, and then Tactics Ogre, and then FF Tactics, and then worked on Vagrant Story and FF12. Wow. I think that's also the reason why Creative Studio 3 had like, I think they look to Matsuno for inspiration when you think about it. Like most of their works are now, you can see like the influence of Matsuno in their stuff. So that's good to know. That's good to know. Thanks for the info, Ed. And yeah, lacking superstitions. There's a lot of unique titles in this game, some of which would actually come from different sources, either from combat or from other achievements. And the other 2 I mentioned from Palace of the Dead are really unique achievements. So it's an awesome title. You also get titles from raids as well, like the 12-tier raids, as we call them. There's a lot of badass titles in this game, so you'll be surprised on how many you'll find. Right now I didn't put any titles on Sigurd just yet, on our character here. So we'll find out if we get to find anything that fits him. I gotta love how Chocobo Elk is in the business of kicking enemies. A Choco kick though, I swear. They call it Choco Slash, but when you look at the slash, it's basically a kick, a sharp kick with his talons. Oof. You don't want to be kicked by a Chocobo, guys. That hurts. And if anything, it's lethal. Ah, yes. Gotta love it. You love to see it. Hey, let's feed you some more. There you go. I can last for more than an hour. There we go. Let's keep that sorted up. Interestingly, the Druthers looks like a place where you find mercenaries and such here. But I wonder what exactly is this place. Oh yeah, here's that sound. Elk, you're not supposed to be on... Not you, Elk, who's currently watching. I'm talking to Chocobo Elk, or Choco Elk. Let's just call him Choco Elk. Choco Elk, get up. Get down there. Get down that table. Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Teterune's belongings to him. Ah, what's this? For me? Here's some Kicker and Firewater. Just for you. Kicker and Firewater, so he remembers my fondness of the drink. Oh, why that old? Oh, bloody hells. Who's cutting onions back there? Oh, he's tearing up. He's tearing up. Oh, Buscarron, you're actually a softie. What the hell? Buscarron's a softie. Oh boy. That's new. He says to shelve it for a year, does he? Ah, sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's going to be a long year. What say you come back then, friend? We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together. I have a feeling I'll get knocked out after that. Anyway, ooh, some gloves. Yeah, let's take it up. What else we got here? Gaskins. If Buscarron had his Druthers, he'd have an adventurer with whom to share talk of sylphs. Looks like we got the place. There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this was a place near to here. A place we've never known a sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than like the missing sylph elders among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were seen. They were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen. Alright. That's of interest. Let's go check it out. Let's check the areas and investigate. Let's see what's up. What's over here? Okay, that's one point of interest. Defensive barrier on. Hostile target. Okay, this is an Imperial soldier. Third cohort Decuria. That's concerning. Another one here. Check these vantage points, see if we can get something. Jump. Better yet, okay, we can jump here. Let's try again. You're looking around. Okay, safe. That area's safe. No hostiles. Trigger anyone? No. Or I don't think they'll trigger anything because they're high level. Unless they're that aggressive. Let's see here. Okay, also safe. Okay, oops. Eh? The pathway there? Hold on. Okay, let's try over here then. Okay, I think this might be better. Where is that? Oh. Ah, it's the other side. Well. Okay, all clear here. The other side. That's another spot. I have a feeling something's gonna trigger here. Gonna play it safe. Gonna have to go around. Yep, that's about right. Had to go around earlier just to find out what's a good spot to check. Okay, I was right. Okay, we got some regen and shields on. Should be fine. Stop them before they can do anything. There you go. Neutralized. Okay, let's run back. I'm gonna mount you right now. Let's go run. Okay, so if you notice the Chocobo is kind of listing to the left or to the right whenever you make a turn, that's recent development. Back then, they don't have that. I think they just added this because of the new patch, or basically the new expansion. They included it as one of the features. And it's these kinds of features that are like added in by dedicated programmers and developers who chose to include it since it's part of it, since like they have the free time to do so. So imagine like if you're flying and then you can like you can like you can like bank to the left or right when you're turning. Oh, hello, Undermetal Slime. Glad to see you again. They sort of do that in FF7 Rebirth and FF16. You need to learn how to drift with them in those games because turning is difficult. Oh yeah, that's so true. For here, it's like what they did with FF14 is like whenever you're making a turn, I think what they did here this time now is like they now added that visual cue that they're now leaning to the right or to the left. I think it's also as a part of immersion and at the same time, well, make it believable since you're using certain mounts. This works perfectly well when if you're using something like a motorbike or a motorcycle. Even works better when you're flying and you're using an airship. That also works. I haven't seen flying mounts on that kind of setup yet. I think I've seen it on a Chocobo, but I haven't tried it on something like an eagle or a bird or a dragon or something of the sort. But I'm gonna find out. Maybe on another test. But yes, that's a really recent feature right now. So it's really good. It's really nice that they added that. Anyway, let's see where we're going. So let's see what Buscarron has to say here. So, was there aught to be found in the wood? What did you come to? Garleans? In this part of the 12's wood? First Sylphs, now Garleans, and all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the Sylphs? Tracking them or giving chase, perhaps? But no, not this far into the forest. The Whalers' spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hells could they... Unless... Oh no. Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spires stand and where the Whalers watch. A Gridanian traitor. Oh no, that's bad. New skill? Nope, none yet. Buscarron has more work for a willing adventurer. Oh, looks like we have someone to track down. I'm glad you come. I'm glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone was aiding the Garleans. Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sips his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it. But this lad's a wood whaler. For everyone who's not familiar, a wood whaler is a lancer or a spearman. Specifically, a soldier unique to Gridania. Gridania has soldiers within these units. The Wood Whalers are lancers. The God's Quiver are actually archers. And then you have conjurers under the Conjurers Guild. I forgot the name of their collective right there, but I'll have to get back to you on that one. But yes, this is the details of the military that's used in Gridania. Basically members of the Order of the Twin Adder, if I may. Okay, moving on. And Wood Whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. That lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurentius. Okay. This name screams Dark Souls. I don't know why. I think it's the name of the pyromancer. Laurentius, the one who teaches you flame spells in that game. Those who play Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls Remastered, you might know this name. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, Sigurd, and if he is up to no good, put an end to him and put an end to it and him if it comes to that. So we either stop him, we stop him and keep him alive, or we stop him dead. So, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Let me see if we could. Okay, we can get gloves, spawns. Not yet. I'll do that. Let's see here. Okay, we got some. Where's our suspect? Right. Oh, there he is, looking sus, all right. Can you not see I'm on patrol? Be gone. If you have business with the whalers, take it back to the barracks. Acting suspicious. That's no good. I say keep an eye on it. Speaking of keeping an eye, where is he at? Oh, wait a second. What is this? Not long now. To think patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. Tis little wonder the Empire has risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men their worth. You! What did you... How long have you... Help! Help! Please, come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentius. I'm under attack. Oh, those... Yep, that traitor. I swear. There you go. That is not your business, you stupid cunt. As you were saying? How? How did you... You just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. You just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans. Oh, he's projecting. He's projecting, alright. Yep, he's caught in the act. The traitor is caught in the act. Time to apprehend, dead or alive. As you can see, you know what happens to traitors. Whether traitors to the kingdom or traitors to the empire, you know what happens. I should know. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough. Enough, I say. Well, I caught you in the act already. It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. Everybody says that. The whalers are good. Strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty. But in the end, it is those with money who do as they will, who live as they will. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger too. Though you do not realize yet how much. Bloody idiot. Did you imagine that you could have cornered me? It is not I who is cornered. Garleans, I've brought the hero bastard. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? You would need a veritable mountain of guilt to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gridania. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a featherbed in Garlemald, did you? You there, you stand there at old Busk's wishes, no? Then you don't stand alone. Awesome. You got allies. Oh yeah. You need to stand against the might of the Empire with this. Yeah, we can. See how this is going. Oh, even everyone in the... Oh, this is good. This is so good. Basically, everyone who's, everyone of Buscarron's patrons are helping out in this fight. Oh boy. That is something. Here we go. Ain't much, but it's working. There we go. We got him. The traitor is down. Possible. How did you best the Empire's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side. They are your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? But I know the answer only too well. Buscarron. This is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There's something I would like to tell you. I would like you to tell Buscarron. Tell him Laurentius the Fool says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. It's funny that you're called Legless Laurentius. I think you're kind of more of spineless than legless. Oh boy. Off to Buscarron. And time to check on him, see what's going on. Let's see, how well is Elf doing? Let's check our companion. Did he level up? Ah, he's getting close. He's gonna learn a new skill after this. Let's keep him powered up, shall we? Let's have him earn more XP. Fates. Should look for fates. Now for some trivia to note, here's a fun question to ask. For those who are watching and for those who are wondering. From which Final Fantasy did the Scholar class first appear? And what was the Scholar class capable of doing when it first appeared? Let me see if you could give your answers. I'll come back to you with a bit on that answer. And I'll also let you know what are some simple details about that. Anyway, let's go to the cutscene real quick here. Hi, Laurentius confessed to his crimes. I just had word from the Twin Adder. It seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. The lad had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania's too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference. Just not on his own. Somehow, he failed to grasp one simple truth. That those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Huh? He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope that them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive. But I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. But let's leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you, Sigurd. The Sylph Elder has been found. Okay, so which FF did we see the Scholar first? If we're counting the actual main lines, like the very first ones, it's first seen in Final Fantasy III. And they're known for not only just using magic. I think they have a certain limit of what kind of magic spells they can use. But they're also known for scanning the enemy and Yeah, they can act. That's one of their skills. Scanning the enemy for weaknesses and stats, parameters, and all that stuff. As well as using items effectively. So it's rather interesting that what they did in Final Fantasy XIV is not only did they make it a healer, it has the tactician feel to it. Considering that we use the Arcanist as the baseline for the class, which is known already for being technical, lore-wise, being technical and being more based on calculations and workings of proportions, patterns, all that stuff. Basically all about tactics and strategies. And incorporated it into another class which is also focused on that. But with addition provided by Nemean magic. Or Nemean magic, rather. Which is why we have the fairy. Anyway, let's go. Quest time. And this is where we're heading to next. I think we're about to head to a dungeon. Oh, they're here. It's taken us a fair old while, but we've finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. His name is Phrixio, and he's the eldest among the Sylphs of Little Solace. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them, a small, leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment. And bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him. Seriously, Ida. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand... oh my god, the name. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Maws of Totorak, here in the South Shroud. It was by the entrance to the place that Phrixio was seen. Not long ago. Not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Walking ones! Please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help Elder One. Poor Phrixio. Poor Phrixio. Aww. There he is. Was it he or she? I can't tell anymore. These are sylphs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong. Nice and slow. Elder One went to Totorak, but has not returned. This one is worried. So very worried. And you might be. You're right to be. That place fair crawls with nasties wanting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to enter. Daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells was he thinking, entering that bloody death trap? Elder One had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One, now! Ah, the fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Phrixio is our best hope for reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all our efforts thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds. Ida, make haste to the Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Sigurd, go to the Thousand Maws of Totorak and see that Phrixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rest upon your success. Okay, so I'm going to roll and I'm going to see if we're going to go Scholar or Summoner here. Odd number is Summoner, even number is Scholar. Give me a moment. Okay. Thus has been spoken. We are going to go in as a Scholar, so that means we're going to be a healer today. I used a random command on the chat, on the game chat, and gave the parameters of having only two numbers. The result is an even number, 2. So we'll work with that. Now the thing is, we're going to use Trust here instead, or a duty support instead of going the usual with queuing as others. I see you have mastered the lessons of the hall. Henceforth, you're no longer a novice. Believe me, my friend, there is no greater thrill than striving alongside like-minded companions to overcome the deadliest of challenges. May the wisdom you gained in the Hall of the Novice serve you on your adventures. I won't do that yet, since our gear is basically the same as the caster DPS. By order of the Elder Seer, the dungeon known as the Thousand Maws of Totorak has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? And you are sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a purblind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totorak is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready. And we are going in. So our companions are now going to comprise of a tank and 2 DPSs. I think one of them's a caster, the other one's a lancer. Okay, there we go. We're doing this. So back in the day, the Thousand Maws of Totorak as a dungeon is actually a very winding dungeon. There's a lot of dead ends, a lot of twists and turns, and originally you were supposed to look for something. I think they were called photo circuits or something. It's been a while. It's basically like green sprites. And you're collecting those power cells to activate the machine so that you can get yourself to pass through the tunnels. Right now, I think they revamped this so much that it changed completely. So it's a little more straightforward and easy to grasp compared to before. Wow, just look at the size of this place. Ah, yes. To ensure that we get the regen. And also, unfortunately, we don't have an area of effect spell. Because normally when you bunch up your enemies like that, you're supposed to like nuke them with an AoE, and we don't have one yet. Let's blast them one at a time. So right now I'm keeping the fairy close, since the fairy is the one providing healing as much as possible. And if in case you're going to need to provide more healing, that's where one of our spells is available. That's where Physic comes in. We just need Okay, so far so good. It's working well. Also, something to note, for a scholar, if you're using a fairy, there would be a point where you're going to also play this particular class in the most proactive way. You can't rely on the fairy forever. Well, there are going to be some spells that you would use the Fury for, but using the Embrace spell alone is not going to be enough. You're also going to need to make inputs on healing them as well. So you're going to be very proactive with the class. Also, another handy thing that I'm doing right now is casting dot spells on enemies before laying in the punishment. Okay, looks looking good so far. So let's top off with okay, here we go. Awesome. Unfortunately, this curl ninetales is one source of the poison here. I swear the dot is not helping. It's not doing wonders. This is rough. Okay. Fortunately, we were able to counter that. Now let's get going. There you go. So far, so good. That's a good thing. Okay, so that section's also cleared out, and now we're dealing with, oh god, we're dealing with slimes, aren't we? Nope, they're not called slimes per se, they're called pudding. Prison pudding. I don't know what the pudding flavor is, and at this point I'm afraid to ask. Oh boy, last enough. Alright, let's go further in, see where we're going. Oh, here we are. Just need the Marauder to just push in. nice and off. Go. Okay, so far so good. Looks like it's coming up well. Okay, so now that that particular round of monsters are thinned out, let's go. Ruin spam. Ooh. Though I think that's the DPS doing the work. Okay, pathways are cleared up. Is it yet? Nice. Okay, so far so good. Good. And here it is, the Curl of Nine Tails, or as we call it, the Cat of Nine Tails. Same thing. And there it is. There's the limit break. Okay, looking good so far. And as you notice, the further we go inside the 1,000 Miles of Total, the more you notice that it's not just a dungeon anymore. It's beginning to look more like a nest for specific monsters. Those big insect monsters? Yeah. Those things. Keep that thing going once in a while. so good. Okay, here we go. Pushing further and further. Looks like it's looking good. Okay, making sure there's nothing falling. Oh, we got daggers. That's for a different class, though. Sucks not having a melee spell. Okay, looking good, looking good. There it is. I think we just made it to the boss door. From what I heard, boss cutscene is going to be long. Oh boy, give me a moment. Need some water for this. I'll be right back. And everyone's watching right now. Don't forget to get your refreshments. Might be coffee, might be a drink, might be food even. So let me stretch for a bit. Grab some water. I'll just leave this on. Right back. Alright, and we're back. So, this next part here is the final boss of this dungeon. Although, a quick note to anyone who's playing along, if in case you're playing along, or if you notice this, if this is the first part of your first time you're entering here, there's gonna be a long cutscene. So, especially if you're queuing in with randos and then some of the players are not moving, and this is their first time, please be patient. The cutscene in this part is pretty long. But if you're already queuing in and you're done with this part, this should be done ASAP. So, please be patient with the other sprouts that are playing. Here we go. Oh no, what's this?
Darkness.
Oh no. Oh no.
Elko hitra buglo hans. Seize that on Rajyadorn. Thagon well rogue. Tosan no paiki. Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
Uh-oh.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Oh no. Did he?
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Okay, so it's really showing. He's just the main bad guy. That's not good. There he is. And there's the boss, Gracias. Mindful of the tail. Okay, activating that skill. Let's make sure everybody stays alive. Oh, this is one scary thing. Okay, it's brought friends. Alright, so far so good. Alright, still good so far. Okay, we got a limit break ready as well. We're just waiting for the DPS to do this. Okay, tails up. Time to wreck the tail. Uh-oh, careful. And we're getting closer to the end. At least for this dungeon. Getting close to the end of the boss. Come on. And there we go. Victory. With a matching level up to boot. Nice. Aha. We survived. And there it is. That is that. Our first foray as a healer. Although in a trust campaign, that is. Okay. I'm not sure what level we are at right now, but I'll check that later. Anyway, let's see what happened. So the threat's gone. So where's the Elder? Oh, there he is. Finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanish the many-legged one? Vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to the Walking One. This one is called Frixio, elder of these ones of little solace. Okay, there he goes. Flashback. The echo just kicked in. Oof. Alpha Squad reporting in. Nothing of note at Lark's Call, sir. Understood. Return to Elder 12. Damn it all. Where is that accursed icon hiding? No sign of our no sign of our wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bids us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. So no Ramuh here. I ask you, what good is a god that does not grant one's wishes? Were I a Sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the Sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when last I looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well then, mayhap it was kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. So much happening in here. Useless. We are so close to completion, I can fair taste it. But at any rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it that you always said? Ah, yes. Though it means bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? In that alone you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth rise. Mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Baelzar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle to it. And the Sylphs are keeping watch of what's going on. Those walking ones did for Neuraxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones have also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts. Seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Neuraxia. Do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. I like that. Oh, headache. Does walking one feel unwell? Baxter grabbed some food. Welcome back, another metal slime. So, what did you got for food today? This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? And we explain what's going on. Came to this one's rescue at Neuraxia's bidding. Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramu? Then this one will provide answers. But first, let's let these ones quit this lightless place. In other words, let's get out of here. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. It's interesting that we have a... It's interesting that we have a Sylph now as a guide on our way out from Totorak. So, in case you missed it, we fought a scorpion-like creature inside the 1,000 Maws of Totorak, and we managed to save the Sylph Elder in the process. And hello too, walking ones is a funny term too. Hey, Visual Keyword. Hello, welcome to the stream. And yeah, it is a funny term. I find the way the Sylphs talk a little endearing and at the same time weird. But that's how they are. Just to put it simply, that's really how they are. Makes them rather distinct compared to the other beast tribes. So they kind of refer to themselves as this ones and these ones. They refer to humanoids as walking ones. Sometimes they would refer to you as a dancing one because you danced, and then so on and so forth. And it gets interesting. And so Metal Slime, you got some Teishoku. That's nice. Pre-made too. That's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Glad you have food ready right now. Speaking of which, I should also get something to eat. I'm pretty hungry at the moment. I'll fix something up. I'll go and initiate the dialogue with Buscarron real quick. But I'll grab some food. Or hold on. This might trigger a cutscene, so I'll wait for a bit. Give me a moment. Oh, and just in case, I don't think you see it right now, but Squishy is just beside me. He's sitting beside the keyboard. So just in case, feel free to say hi. He's just right here, in petting distance. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm still not yet finished. I'm just gonna grab another thing. Give me a moment. this one connects to this one. There it is. There. Stable. Okay, I'm once again back. My apologies for that sudden break, delay. But I had to do some quick fixes over here just to ensure that the stream continues to do it smoothly. So I had to connect a few things to power up the devices I have. That includes a specific cable that I had to fetch from my bag and connect it to one of my devices here. Anyway, let's feed the Chocobo and let's talk to Buscarron real quick. Here we go. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Yep, he is. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Frixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befall us, huh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlian and Twin Adder both. You have done Gridania a great service this day, lad, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure to come by whenever you feel like a drop of kicker in firewater. That we will. Speaking of which, where is the... Ah, yes, there it is. To complete our outfit, just need that. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This Azima rose oil. Tempting faith with chill cafe music. That's about right. Yeah, that's a good note. That's a good note there. So I see VK and Lack are here. I see Slime is also here. Metal Slime. And yes, tempting fate with chill music. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Say friend, there's something I'd like to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. It's this Azima rose oil. And it's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and it dwells with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Well, and thus we go. Let's deliver the oil. Now, which way is East Shroud? Oh yeah, there's a path there. Pardon me while I borrow this bike. Oops. Past the malls. This tunnel here, of sorts. It's not exactly a tunnel. It's there. A little bit through Quarry Mill, and then head north. Here. Oh, and speaking of vehicles, I think I mentioned this earlier since I was using a mount from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, which is the Fenrir. Did you know that there's also a mount that you could get from Final Fantasy 15? And it's actually a collab. It's a collab mount. It's a crossover mount. And specifically, that mount is the. They called it the Regalia type. Was it a type G or type F? I kind of forgot. But it's the Regalia, and basically, what you end up with is a car, a 4-seater car. The last time they had that particular collab, it was the time during the transition between Shadowbringers to Endwalker, and the most recent one was the transition from Endwalker to Dawn Trail. So I think it will come back again, but it will take time. It's going to take years for it to come back. So if you want to get a chance to get that mount, I do hope you wait for the right moment. But for the bike though, I don't think you'll be able to get that anytime soon, except through Mog Station. Anyway, let's talk to the Sylph here. A gift from Walking One Buscarron? A gift for these ones? Yes, it's an oil. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One Buscarron and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many walking ones are scared. Many walking ones utter many lies and much deception, but this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Good to hear. Let me just change my outfit a bit. How'd you like that? Let's talk to Kamuxi real quick here. Believe in yourself. That's a funny one. It says believe in yourself, but it says believe in yourself. Clever pun. Oh, and I got myself another cup of cup noodles, if you will. It's pretty fast to prepare. Pardon me if I'm munching around in the background. Anyway, here we go. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. And there's the Elder. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. And just in time, our Gridanian friends. Ah, there you are, Sigurd. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds and of daring do. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to be of service. Now, if you do not mind me asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One would call them, of this one began when the Imperial ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not. In Totorak, a sinister one, robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. Sinister one robed in black? Why do I have a feeling I should be more worried about that one than I am? Elder Fixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seed Seer. Here. This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Leven but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it is not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seeds here wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One Kan-E Sena. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. Oh no, so that's why. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to little solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primals, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. What about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold. A timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Fixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Lord Ramu is the lightning summon, right? That's correct, Cotton Pillows. That's the lightning primal, or the Lord of Leven, as they call it here. That's the one that has the spell Judgment Bolt, if I recall. And he would usually throw his staff at you, and then suddenly a barrage of lightning would come at you. So yeah, that's him. That's Ramu. I think you might see him in the other mainline FFs, as well as the spin-offs. Every now and then, I think anyone that would be representing the lightning element kind of varies, but in most of the games, it's Ramu who represents them, who takes on the lightning role. But in some cases, there are some summons or eidolons, I think that's the term here, that would take his place instead. One example is Ixion in Final Fantasy X, Quetzalcoatl in Final Fantasy VIII. I think Ramu is already in place around FF8. No, FF7, FF9. I think FF6 also. FF5, FF4. Yeah, he was there in the other FFs, but there were some instances where he's not there. And you can count them by your fingers. In Final Fantasy XIV, he's the one representing lightning. Same goes in Final Fantasy 15, I believe. And 16 as well. 16, he's very prominent. As you see him being represented as a dominant by Sid. Sidolphus Telamon, not Orlando. Orlando is that's the tactics. Sidolphus Telamon in 16. Anyway, let's continue. Now, wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kane-sana. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph Elder is very reasonable, I must say. We could learn a lot from him. Was that a jib? Is that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. These two. Oh, will anyone in CANVO play FF16? We're trying to figure that out, actually, if it's going to be Elk or myself or anyone else. But we do intend to play FF16 and the other FFs. It's just a matter of figuring out who's going to go at it first and who's going to be showing it. I think Elk might do that, but we'll see. And I think it's also a chance for Elk to show both the base game and the DLCs. I'm still setting up mine since it's on the PlayStation 5. I still have it on the PS5, but I think there's also going to be a PC version, so there's also that possibility that we might have to use a PC for that, but we'll see. But it's in the docket. We're gonna get that working. FF16 and 14 go hand in hand too. Actually, that's the thing, Cotton Pillows. When you think about it, they're developed by the same team. FF16 and FF14 are developed by Creative Studio 3. Back then, they're also known as Creative Business Unit 3. So the team that worked on FF14, in this case, you have Naoki Yoshida as the producer. You have Masayoshi Soken as the soundtrack. You also have, I forgot the other members of the team, but there's some of them are from the FF14 group, for the FF14 dev team, and they went on to work on FF16. For localization, they took Michael Christopher Koji Fox, the guy behind all of the localization details here. Since they have another localization director working on 14, they took Koji Fox for 16. That's why a lot of the jokes, the clever ideas that you see in the localization for 16 is so on point. You can blame Koji Fox for that one. Because I think they translated Japanese to English and then they kept going at it until they got the right format on that. Oh, here's Elk. I may, but not soon. I will do a Final Fantasy, Trails, Dragon Quest, and Megaten Marathon one day. I just want to highlight JRPGs that aren't in the big four first. Yeah. So yeah, there's a confirmation there. It's gonna happen, just not right away. So it's gonna be a matter of who's gonna do it first, but I think we'll have to showcase the other JRPGs in the meantime, so that everybody can enjoy and see those wonderful titles. There's a lot of them out there. that need to be seen. We need to showcase them soon. So anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Nymphelia all about it. So it looks like Papa Limo and Ida are going to go back first. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Phyxius' missive to the Elder's Nest. You guys are like the JRPG maestros. Hey Sarah, hello. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, we just love JRPGs among other things. That's how it is. And hello to you. Hello to you. Elder Phyxio, we humbly thank you for your time. It's been an honor. The honor is in this ones. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Okay, looks like the dynamic duo of Gridania is leaving. Please wait, walking one Sigurd. This one has yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. Wait a second, what is this? When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon walking one as a symbol of these one's trust. So this is a lightning crystal then. Yep, we just received the crystal, people. We now have 3 crystals. I think a fire, water, I think, and our recent one is lightning. There's like six spaces for each. So we're not dealing with the 4 crystals, we're dealing with 6 crystals. Huh. Interesting. This one was not mistaken about walking one. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal. This one saw. How many are in the game? How many? Which one are we referring to? The crystals or the? If we're referring to the crystals in FF14, I think there's like 6 elements in total. Because the way they approach this the elements here is that in some games you have you have the classic 4, right? You have fire, water, earth, and wind, and that's been like the number of crystals that you deal with each time in mainline Final Fantasies. 14 did it differently, that they featured 6 elements. That's why I think we might have to deal with 6 crystals in here. And these are crystals of light, to be specific. So the elements used in Final Fantasy XIV, they place this as part of the study of etherology, or like their study of magic and the elements. They have 6 elements to deal with. They have fire, water, earth, ice, lightning, and wind. So those are the elements we're dealing with here. Although weirdly enough, while the elements are in place and you see them being used lore-wise, mechanically speaking, they don't do much. They're just straight damage, that's it. There's no elemental weakness or whatnot, but either way, it's still nice that you see the elements in action being used by anyone. So, yeah. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnessed touched ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones. Okay, so we're gonna look out to them and see if they're gonna attack, or they're just gonna pass by. And we're about to do just that. So we're actually about to enter the Sylvan territory. And I think this is our indicator here. Here we go. Looking around. While looking around, I'm gonna munch something. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You don't sense any... I do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Interesting. So... another interesting note there is that you would know that they are tempered, or quote-unquote, they are touched by Ramu, since they have a purplish color on them. I think lightning has that color in here. Interesting. Alright, back to Gridania it is. I shall tell Elk to lead the way. Oh yeah, come to think of it. Not enough levels. Let's see. Okay, let's do some some fates and give it more XP so we can power up Elk. Normally I would have the Chocobo set up as a defender, but I turned it into an attacker, so it's just full-on DPS. It's not doing any aggro management or whatever, it's just damaging enemies as desired. I think it's better to set him up offensively anyway, since at some point we'll be playing as a tank later on, so this kind of helps us. But I want a plan of like maxing out the Chocobo later on. But we're gonna need some items for that one after hitting the first 10 levels. There we are. We finally level up. Now he has enhanced strength, making the Chocobo extra strong. Let's run back. Which one leads to Gridania? I think let's go to port. Quite indeed. Okay, I have a question, folks. Should we name the gear sets after specific CANVO members? Or let's just leave them as is? Like, name them by the job. I'm just gonna need your thoughts on that one, just before I make any changes in the naming convention. Yep. I was just about to return to Old Gridania. Yep, take us back. Let's put that in a poll, just for fun. Give me a moment. Let's make a poll about that. At least we have a Kektu. Hey, hello Liam. Welcome to the stream. At least we have a Kektu. Believe it or not, there might be a Lord Pola at some point, but we cannot name him Lord Pola just yet because it's a high level thing. Having a Kek would be funny. You know what? True. Okay, so I'm gonna have you decide on this and help me decide, okay? So, you tell me, guys. You tell me. While we're submitting the thing, let's go check. I think I have an idea of which particular gear sets go to who. So let me see what's the result. What's the result? Oh, everyone's after it. Okay. Okay. I like that. You'll do just that. Okay, so that said, who do we name this one after? So just to give you a heads up, the summoner might be where Lord Pola will show up. So shall we name him Lord Pola? Or what? The other tricky part is we don't have a name for this set yet for the scholar, so I'm gonna leave this blank for now, since I have no idea who else would be fitting for scholar aside from Sigurd. Lord Pola Damaiti. Yep, we'll do just that. Let's do that. Nope, it doesn't fit. Nope. It doesn't fit. We'll just take it at that. I'll come back to Scholar later. I'll figure out what name we would put on this thing. But yeah, that's what we got. Let's go down. What are the chances that the elk gear set may actually be a tank? Unless he requests to have it to have it as something else. Or, hear me out, the elk gear set is actually the red mage. What do you think? I guess we'll have to find out once we unlock all of those jobs. So, we'll have to really push forward with this story. Ah, if it isn't Sigurd. How went the meeting with the Sylphs? Here you go. A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, or do they intend to summon Ramu? And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. Red Mage is cool. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll name him after the Red Mage. The Elder Seer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the most conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Looks like it's, I think there's more. I think there is more. The Sylphic folk have been long friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reversing the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may have well led us to needless conflict. Pray pass my regards to Lady Minfilia. Hello? Hello, Sigurd. Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet, the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray, return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Okay, time to go back. I wonder what's it about. We're gonna use a ticket for this. Go. Hold on. There's one thing I have to do. Give me a moment. don't sell that. Okay, has to be the other guy. Craft him? Armor feather. I don't think they have the thing I'm looking for. Glamour prism, that's different. I guess I have to do this in a different place. Oh, here's Tataru. What's up? Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer, welcome back, Sigurd. Lady Minfilia awaits you in the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Plan to enter. What's the update? Oh, he's here too. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. There are many in one, just as I suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel like I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't. You haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice had chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldesian report will serve you well. Oh. Fun reference. The last name Baldesian, I think might sound familiar for anyone who's played Final Fantasy V. Anyone familiar with Final Fantasy V here? Please comment up. Because I think the name Galuf. I think the names Galuf and Kryl might actually catch your attention. Just in case. Just saying it out there. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Alright. And like, oh. What's this sassy kid doing here? It is good to see you again, Sigurd. Yay, he's back. Oh, hi, Selena. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I hope you guys play the older FF games soon. Oh yeah, we intend to. We actually intend to. It's just a matter of like how we're gonna present it. Elk has that in plan. Has that ready. In my case, I'm also having that ready, so we're trying to figure out how to make this work. But most likely, both of us are gonna be covering it at some point. Top 5 FF games. That's a rough one. Oh god, that's a rough one. So this list will be based on if this includes the MMO and side games, and if this just mainline offline games only. So here's how I'd go with it. Not in order, but the 5 I'll be putting in. If it's just the offline games, like the mainline offline, I'd likely have, let's see here, 4 is going to be one of them. I think Final Fantasy 1. Yes, FF1 is going to be there. I'm divided between taking FF5 or FF3. Final Fantasy 7 is kind of there too, yeah. Actually, it's a toss-up between 7 and 10, actually, because those two are really good. And I'll also put 16 in the list as well. Honorable mentions would be 13 and 15, but those two are a little bit of a unique case in this situation here, because despite being at the low tier for some, they still are pretty solid games, to be honest. So there's that. Now, if we include the offline and if we include the online and the spin-off games, I'm gonna put Tactics in the top 5. I'm also gonna put 14 in the top 5. It's gonna overshadow some of the choices I picked. I think Type 0 is gonna be in there too. In my list. So if I say collectively like everything, I would say this is a rough one. This is actually a rough one. This is a rough one to answer, but I would put 14 as one of the ones I'll put in here. 16 is also in there. 10 is in there. But that one's like kind of debating between 10, 12, and Tactics. So those are debating in there. Type 0 is in my list. I'd say 7. Surprised to hear FF3 in the runner-up. Actually, FF3 is actually solid, but it's just... it has its moments. 3 and 5 are... but 5 is overshadowing it though. 5 is good. 5 is really good. 3 has its... I think what they did with the with 3... Pixel Remaster 3 is more akin to the original. But if you want to have more character, like a defined character in them, play the 3D version. I think that's the reason why it kind of feels a little different. It's a little bit of a toss-up on that one. That said, there's a lot of references of the other FFs, like the Pixel ones. There's a lot of references for them, and they all show up in FF14. Surprisingly, you'll just be surprised that it's actually there. Anyway, let's continue. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12's Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramuh from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? Okay, let's read Elk's list here. 9, 10, 5, 1, and 16. 12 and 7 are right behind. That said, even the worst FF is better than most JRPGs in the market. That's true. And I actually stand with that statement as well. Even if it says it's like it's the bottom tier, per se, like it's like scraping at the very bottom of the list, it's still a solid game. It's that good. I mean, it may be low on the tier side, but it's still good. It's a really good game. So I would say 13 is kind of like that. 15 is a rough gem, but it is there. It's still good. The setting is good. And I like how you said this, Colin Pillows. Minfilia is really cute. I'll let you in on a secret on this one. This is just headcanon for me, okay? Don't mind me. This is just me putting a headcanon here. But I can't help but ship this main character that we have here with Minfilia. Just saying. Moving on. We're not beating the allegations of listing down the waifus. Oh my god. Here, we're doing the same thing as we did last time. 15 is a rough gem indeed. Yeah, I agree with that, Selena. It is a rough gem. And yes to Minfilia. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, she is cute. I agree. She is really cute. Can't say no to her. I can't say no to her. The Lord of the World has not answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future, okay? Good note, Paparimo. It's interesting to know. Sigurd and Minfilia. Like his superstitions, really. Yeah, I think that's a ship. May call it a ship. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Although... Nah, I'm thinking... No, let's keep going. I think there's more to this. There's more to this. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices. For a time, at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Ishtola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend upon it. So I think we might be going to Limsa next. Indeed. So, then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania. I mean Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who lives near Gridania. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, it's Garuda. We're worried about Garuda. So many moms to cover. Would that there be a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution. He's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? Yeah. But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. No. Thanks. Is there something else, Sigurd? Oh, this thing happened. Beg pardon? A man named Lahabrea, sporting a red mask and robe in black. Self-preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this Lahabrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to Oh. I can't squeal. Oh no. Taru? Oh! A Sylph in Thanalan. Oh, this one followed us here. At long last, this one finds walking one Sigurd. This one is most dependable than of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Noraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. A pleasure to meet you, Noraxia. Okay, now we have a Sylph friend in the party. Well, not in the party, but part of the Scions at the moment. we got a Sylph. Oh, Thancred's here. Ah, Sigurd. Pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. The current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. Okay. I am with the 8th shift, or was it the 9th? I know, you've been taking shifts, it's fine. It's here. Oh! Remond. It's the other guy. Excuse me, lad. This might sound strange, but you haven't by chance seen a fellow who looks exactly like me? I'm looking for my twin brothers, see? And I heard they might have come through here. They could be dead for all I know. At least it feels like I've been chasing ghosts for an eternity now. Actually, they've been here. Why is your name Clive? Greetings, Scion. I come on behalf of the students of Baldessian. You may address me as Clive. Is there some reason you're still here? Please, carry on. I'm not here to see you. Okay. What are they up? What are they discussing about? Okay, Stola, what's up? As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the lands of Eorzea are gasping under a pall of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply the disaster has left much gloom in its wake. One thing is for certain, now is not the time to relax our vigilance. Okay. What's Abba doing here? Masked man. I vaguely recall some Amalja ranting about something like that in the middle of a skirmish. Of course, I wasn't listening too closely on account of the fact that their friends were trying to kill me. I don't mean to waste your time, friend, but that's the only thing that comes to mind. That's the info. What's that? I am to meet with the antecedents soon to discuss a matter of great import. Abba thinks it's about my first official mission. I suppose it would be good if it was... Yes. I suppose it would be good if it was, yes? I mean... I'm not sure if I'm ready, but still. Yes, I know. Look, Noraxia, I realize this makes no sense to you, but you must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted in Ul'dah whereby... Just please trust me and stay out of sight. Noraxia and I both wear a mask. We're going to get along famously, I just know it. Oh yeah, come to think of it, Noraxia is wearing a mask. A leafy one at that. Walking ones from Ul'dah have not seen these ones before. This one knows. Still, must walking ones make such screaming sounds when seeing this one's face? This one cannot get a wink of rest. Ah, poor you. Harrybird, what's up? There are two types of Alamegans. Fools who wish to fight back but know not how, and cowards who choose to run from their worries. The young man over there is the shining example of the former. Me, I'm the latter. Or couldn't you tell? This Alamegan, I swear. Okay, what's the update here? Knowest thou the import of the broken staff within the Solar? It fell from the grasp of Archon Louis Sois, the man who, in his abiding love for all Eorzeans, shielded us against the storm of the calamity. Oh, this is based on the first scene, the final days of 1.0. Basically, the answers video. The stars wheel across the heavens, and the skies brighten once more. The survivors gather and ignite a fiery dawn to burn away at the glowing shroud. Ah, but destiny, thou art beautiful. Okay, Tayun, what do you got? I'm starting to wonder if it is worth the hassle to prove who he was. I mean, maybe some folk would say, "Good on ye, mate. Thanks for fighting to save Eorzea and whatnot." But I reckon most would ask what we've done for him lately, if not spit on our faces for allowing Bahamut to blow up half the goddamn world. Ow, that's dark. What's she doing here? In recent days, I resumed my training. Idle hands make for idle minds, and painful memories are all too quick to resurface. Oh, oh no, she's dealing with the death. Ah, man. She's dealing with the trauma right there. Well, sad. People in masks can't be trusted, but Biggs and I wear masks all the time when welding. That's different. If only Master Garland was still with us. He was a brilliant man, full of life and purpose. Kind and generous, he taught us everything we know about engineering. Though, believe me, he could also be a very hard person to please. He would force us to completely rebuild devices if even a single flaw was discovered. I can only imagine what he'd say if he saw the tiny Bronco. Hey, but you built a ship anyway. Still good. Now off to see Minfilia. That said, let's check on Minfilia. What's up? Yes, Tataro is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite. They're beginning to unite, Sigurd, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Ooh, more tickets. Yep, more tickets. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Sigurd. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Ascian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have the information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Sigurd. Alright. I guess it's off to Ul'dah then. Alright. Since this time we have enough cash to work with. Come to think of it. Only has one die. We'll just leave it at red for now. Anyways, our next destination is over here. The masked man. Ah. You are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes. As we have already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there have been sightings of this rogue near about eastern Thana. A brass blade, stationed at Highbridge, described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of kickers. It can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'll no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have the coin or the mind to spend it. Now that you mention it that way, let's warp out. And let's go. If it's Highbridge, I'm guessing that's somewhere to the east. Your drive on. So far, so good. I think the analog stick I'm using is a little too jittery. Yeah, let's check it. Okay, there we go. Eastern Thana. There it is, our target. Ooh. Oh boy. There's a boss here. No, that's not a boss. That's a fate, so that means it's a quest mission. Like an event mission. But not exactly a special event. It's more of like an active scenario that you have to clear so you can get stuff from it. Anyway, here's Hihibaru. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure if I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, huh? Okay, so what exactly did you learn? When the Order of Naldthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless beastmen raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I am loath to give up without making an interested effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you would like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. Masked man? Bah! I'll take your bloody masked man. All I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. This guy. Being desperate, are you? Anyway. I'll take you on that one. Check the others. Let's see. What's up there? Yeah, I knew it. It's up there. On the trail of a masked man? I have heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's just all I could say, little though it is. Okay, that's still something. A clue is a clue. I've heard tell of a masked devil. It seems he has been appearing not only around Highbridge but elsewhere around Thanaland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Okay. That's still information. The other end of Highbridge. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kickern raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are ready to come by here anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn of much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kickern raids are so constant, so organized, we begin to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, but like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. Okay, now, what else? I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from the cliff over at the Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some kickern appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Well, a lead is a lead. Let's take advantage of it. Let's see how far we can go with this quest, and then we'll see if we can still continue with the stream, or we can conclude it here. We'll see. We've been having quite a crazy arc today. Sylphs and all that. Up here. Okay. Let's get that coal out. Oh, it's a corpse brigade. Okay, that's another reference. You may have seen the name Corpse Brigade in a Final Fantasy game. Specifically, it is from Final Fantasy Tactics. Well, on second thought, why am I driving my way through a crevice? Yes. That's when your exhaustion is kicking in. Sometimes that's a sign. Right around here. Back so soon. Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? Well, there's this one. This scroll. It bears a prayer to Ralgar the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgar is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It is highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Well, not quite. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail, you should have head towards a little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination of those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to the life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in. And for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be careful for a not so warm welcome. That's rough. They'd show a bit of this more in Stormblood, but just to give you an idea, Alamigo was one of the, I think one of the cities or nations that got hit by the Empire and have been taken over. So it's a sad situation there. Now, I'm not certain how much help she would be, but just so happens I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by when I don't think of her. Oh, this guy. He's just planning to send his regards. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped you would linger longer for a while. Call some fiends, spend some coin, whatever have you. But something tells me you're designed for greater things. Whatever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Nice, quest complete. Yep. And I think we're just about to conclude another arc. We're just introduced to a new one. So the Sylph arc is over. We're now, I think, working on... I don't know what arc this is right now. I'm not sure what to call it, but... I think we're about to check out Little Alamigo and we'll find out a situation... or find out about how their situation is like. Okay, let's see here. Right, driving through. Okay, these boats are really duking it out. And there we are, Southern Thanland. So, for this, before we proceed to the quest, we'll check if in case we still have time to push through. Because I think the fatigue is already kicking in. Also, I'm going to check some other details as well behind the scenes. Give me a second here. As we park our way inside Little Alamigo. Oh boy. The dark is getting me. Can't see. Nope, not the place I'm looking for. Let's attune first. Or not. We're already attuned. Now we just need to find someone that we need to talk to. Oh no, must rest soon, sir. Yeah, I agree. I think it's time for me to rest it out. As for upcoming streams for Final Fantasy XIV, we'll have to find out soon enough. I'm gonna do some assessment real quick in case I can still do it. And continue with the rest of it next week. If in case not, but just like I mentioned, if in case I cannot continue with the stream, we're going to play a different game. So you'll be the first to know. So keep an eye out on the community post and the, if in case you're already on Discord, also on the server, just in case I might put the schedule there or the announcement of what stream I'll be doing. But for the time being, let's conclude something here real quick. Why, yes, Hihibaru is my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Well, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? Masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells. One of the others here might have seen something. I would recommend you first speak to Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. Must warn you though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Okay. This guy. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? You struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. He just kicked us out. He just kicked us out. The nerve of this guy. Ah. Okay, so how do we go about with this? Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, head of the security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men. And I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I'll try to help my fellow man when I can. And you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have men look out for Amalja to the south of here. If there's any suspicious activity, they are likely to have seen it. I have a mind to take them each a sweet cup of sweet Thanalan tea. Oh, sweet tea. So have any craving for iced tea? The lemon kind, not the classic sweet tea that you got here. A cup of sweet Thanalan tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand by my stead, they'd be all the more willing to help you tell you what they know. So basically we're going to help them quench their thirst and refresh them before they can help us. Sounds like a fair exchange. Why not? Where are they at? Okay, there's our first guard right here. Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. On the contrary, I got you something. Here. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain? Hiding among the refugees, like as not. Your compatriots has lived here go about as though they're dead on their feet. It is near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. That's concerning. Thanks for the info. Guard number 2. You there. Are you in Namalja? No? Then carry on. Here, bud. Tea. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has a face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Okay. Have it your way. Shoo, don't bother me. If they'll march over on us, I'm blaming you. Okay. Well, would you talk if you have tea? For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe. But assuming it was a he was talking about some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Okay, not quite as helpful as I thought, but I guess a lead is a lead. Prove useful later. I guess you can tell that I'm still pushing through with the bike even though I'm not moving and I'm already facing a wall. I think that's an indicator. It's time. Anyway. Let's see how long it has been. Give me a moment. Lord Diviner must rest. Yep, and long rest it is. And we must look for a place to rest. I suppose a good place to rest would be here. Let's report. Real fast. Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're going to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you need that cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. It definitely won't. That's all I got. Oh. Okay. Now, let's see here. So you've determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their homes from the Guardians. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Interesting. Okay, so now we're starting to touch on other matters aside from the primals. We're now touching in on some political matters in Eorzea, specifically between the situation regarding Alamigo. I think I might have mentioned about Little Alamigo last time, but now I think we're beginning to see it. So I think that's going to be our next arc for this scenario here. However, that will be it for today. Let me just get inside the Waking Sands, and let's hang out in here and log out. Although in this case, let's log out right beside. Oh no, let's log out inside Minfilia's office. That would be a good idea. Let's go have a seat. Or better yet, this will seem cheeky, but what do you think? Let's give it this visual. Let's go with this. Just to end it for today. Alright. Now let's get that image in and stick with that as we go to the next screen, shall we? Give me a moment. Well, we've done quite a lot today. That's a good thing. That's a good sign that we have some progress. And for what's coming up next week, we'll still have to figure out the schedule. Tomorrow is going to be... Well, there's going to be nothing for tomorrow since it's a Sunday. As for Monday and onwards, we will see. We're still gonna aim for weekends, and let me check my calendar real quick here to see what we're up against. Yes, it's gonna be August already, starting the Friday. So 2nd and 3rd, we'll see what happens there. But if in case there's an update on whether we could play that same game, if we can still play Final Fantasy XIV, we'll go ahead and do so. Otherwise, we'll play something else. I think we might go either Blaster Master Zero or Dragon Mark for Death. I'll let you know firsthand which one will go first. But for the time being, watch out for the announcements. It's gonna be in the on the community post or on Discord. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Thanks for joining the stream, and I do hope you enjoy our time together in that stream. The fun, crazy times. And for everybody else who's watching, whether you're watching live or you're watching the VOD, I hope you had fun. We had some fun time together. What else to look forward for this week? I think Elk is also prepping something. Some of our folks, I think Kek is also prepping something. Just keep an eye out on their channels because they might have something in store for you. And as for me, I'm glad that we all had fun today. You had fun, I had fun. It's relaxing, it's nice, it's a good time. Well, but that's a good thing. That's why I keep streaming, even though I feel the fatigue going in and out on set. But right now, I think it's a good time to hit the bed and rest. And as for the rest of you who's already going through the mid of the day, I think it's already midday for some of you. Some of the others is already like what, late afternoon possibly. I do hope you have the rest of your day. And I do hope that the rest of your day is going to be fruitful and fun. As for me, that will be all, because it's time to relax and drift to another dream. Well, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining us in Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be playing a different game, or we might play the same game. Just keep an eye out. But I'm intending to continue with Final Fantasy XIV if in case we can still get the chance to play that game. We'll be pushing more of the story. We'll see more of Sigurd's adventures and maybe some funny shenanigans as well along the way. But as for everything else, that will be it for now. There's going to be another time to enjoy another story. This is your Clockwork Wizard, Sigurd Chronosecht. Thankful of the day today, and looking forward to seeing you soon. That's all for me. Au revoir. I'll see you soon. And may you walk in the light of the crystal. I'll see you again. Oh, and don't forget, check out everybody else in their channels. Check out Keck, check out Elk, Clairvoyant as well. Check out their stuff. You can see their streams on their respective channels. Check them on YouTube. As for me, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it to others, and hopefully I see you again next time on the next stream. Well, ta-ta. See you soon.